Yo, it's time for another video. So, we're going to talk about the must rides at the Animal Kingdom. So, I know Animal Kingdom is probably one of the smallest parks there in terms of attractions, but one of the rides I'll mention on here definitely makes up for it in terms of what you can see on the ride. So, one of the must rides, the first one I'm going to say, is definitely the Expedition Everest. That is probably the one that you're going to want to, that may be the only reason you go to that park sometimes, is to ride Expedition Everest. The whole Yeti theme is freaking awesome, and then the walking up through the walkways and stuff, the whole scenery is great. They're going through and they have pictures of the Yetis and kind of little artifacts and stuff, and obviously the line's going to be really long, so I would suggest you get a fast pass. So unless you get there the park opens and you sprint there, but yeah, the whole theme is great, and they used when you first start on the ride, you get the harness. I think you get a harness going over you like this, or you just get the bar that comes over you. It's one of those. But when you first start going, you kind of go through a little scenery, then you go up a little hill, go down, and then you're like, wow, this isn't so bad. And then you start going up the giant hill, and you just kind of look over, and there's little ants down there, and then you're like, oh wait, those are people. I mean, you are so high up there, and then you just go through the mountain and stuff, and then you get to the part where the tracks split. Man, again, I won't spoil it for you if you haven't been on there, but it's right up there with the rock and roller coaster in terms of speed and all that. You even go backwards on there too. But yeah, when you get up to the top of the track split, you can just see everything. I mean, you can see I'm pretty sure you see the Epcot ball. I know you can see the Tower of Terror. Sometimes you can see the depending on where you are, you can see the big Mickey hat from Hollywood Studios, and that's definitely one of the better thrill rides at the park and in Disney World in general. So that's number one. Well, not in any particular, that's just the first one I mentioned. Number two, the second one I think you should go see is the Dinosaur Ride. Oh man, I can't even tell you how many times we've ridden this, because whenever we go to Disney World, we always go to one park. We always go to each park at least once every time we're there. So whenever we go to Animal Kingdom, because there's not many rides there, but that doesn't take away from how great the park is. We always go ride the Dinosaur Ride, 4, 5, 6 times, because usually the wait's not very long, surprisingly. But the whole walking through there and seeing all the artifacts and stuff, and it actually kind of makes it worth it, almost waiting in line, because you have so many things to kind of tinker with and watch and look at and listen to. And then once you get on the ride, it's very jerky, but seeing all the dinosaurs and hearing your little mission, kind of, going back in time and saving a dinosaur or whatnot, is so fun. And that's like one of those things that, especially in the little intro thing, when you're sitting in the kind of briefing room, and he's over there, his little puppet, hello there. Oh man, me and my sisters, we play that all the time. And the part where he goes, I'm a heck of a paleontologist, if I do say so myself. That is so funny, guys. But yeah, that's one of those rides you will just love. You're either gonna love that ride or you're gonna hate it, either because you're not gonna like it for the sheer fact of it's very jerky, and if you're like my mom and kind of sensitive to that kind of stuff, then you may not like it, and because a couple parts are extremely loud, and my mom doesn't like that. So, but other than that, that's a great ride. A third ride, I may not get 5 on this, I don't know, but a third ride would be the Kilimanjaro Safari. Jeez, how could I forget the Kilimanjaro Safari? This is like the ride at Animal Kingdom. going on this, you can see so many animals that you never even knew existed, and some of them actually get, and these are live animals. I mean, they're not just like little plastic figurines anymore. These are live animals. I mean, you can see lions, you can see giraffes, rhinos, hippos, different birds. I mean, you can see a whole bunch of stuff. And the driver in there will tell you what each one does. And I mean, one of the ones we saw that were probably like, this tall. It was probably like the size of my head, like a foot tall, maybe 2 feet tall. But it could jump stinking 10 feet in the air. I never knew that. And just going through there and seeing all the different sceneries, and it's like this is a real person, driving this car. It's not a motor. It's not like attached to anything or any of that. This is a real person driving this car, and they have to carefully, bring you through there, make sure they don't hit any animals. I mean, animals can, come right up to you. So that's something that's really cool about that. And another thing that's cool about that is that you have your little tour guide, and a lot of them are really into it too. So they'll have great personalities, and they'll tell you a lot about the animals and whatnot. So let's see. I guess that's really all the good rides there is there. Other rides I will mention are the Triceratops. Oh, no! There's the Kali River Rapids that are in there too. The Kali River Rapids is a water ride that you're in a sort of like bucket kind of boat thing. And you have a little thing in the middle, and you all sit like in a circle, and you kind of go up this hill, and then you go down it, like rapids, and you get water splashed around on you, and you can get very wet in this ride, like worse than Splash Mountain. So it's definitely a good ride to go on if it's a very hot day. But yeah, that's probably all the rides I'll mention for that park. Animal Kingdom obviously is animal oriented, so a lot of the rides are dealing with animals, and it's definitely a good place to go if you like that kind of stuff. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for my channel.